People don't trust insurance anymore. Not in Texas, not in California, not anywhere. And that should scare you because if trust keeps dropping, local insurance agencies are going to disappear. And that's not just bad for the agents, that's bad for families everywhere. Right now, insurance agents are being lumped in with sleazy car salesmen. They're pushy, they're sales first, they're commission hungry. But that's not the hard truth. See, most agents I know care deeply about their community. They insure their neighbors. They coach Little League. They sit in the same church pews. They didn't get into insurance to scam people. That's not who they are. They got into it to protect people, to help them. But here's the problem. When a carrier pulls out of a state, when premiums spike and go sky high, when underwriting changes, who gets blamed? The agent, even when they had zero control. And so trust drops. And when trust drops, quotes drop. And when quotes drop, revenue drops. And when revenue drops, stress explodes. Now, let me tell you why insurance is not boring. You see, a few months ago, I had a pipe burst in my house. It was really a pinpoint hole that just leaked over time, but it created massive damage. Our floors were ruined. My son's room was torn apart. We were having to pack up and leave our house. And on top of that, it was Christmas season. So we had to deal with the adjuster, the delays, the back and forth, contractors, the stress. And insurance isn't boring when you need it. It's survival. It's protection. It's the only thing standing between inconvenience and a financial disaster. And yet, the people who provided that protection are distrusted. And that's backwards. But here's where it gets even worse. Insurance agents are trained to sell. They're trained to understand policies. They're trained to balance risk between the client and the carrier. Nowhere, they're not trained to build a brand, to market locally, how to use YouTube, how to use Google reviews, how to hire correctly, how to fire correctly, how to scale their agency operations. They're technicians forced to become business owners overnight. Imagine handing a plumber a marketing department. Imagine handing a lawyer a content strategy. They weren't taught the skill, but that's what happens to insurance agents. Here's your book of business and good luck. That's what they're given. There's no systems. There's no frameworks. There's no marketing education. There's no operational playbook. They're just giving pressure. So what do most agents do? They hire a marketing agency, an agency that posts just generic AI slopping content full of stock photos and smiling families and their quote, call us today for the free quote. And every agency looks the same. We got the AI captions. We're using the same hashtags and the same slogans. And if everyone sounds identical, no one stands out. And if no one stands out, no one gets trusted. But here's the real issue. It's buyer confusion. You see, when prospects land on your page, on your website, and they think, do they specialize in home? Is it auto? Is it commercial, health? Are they high net worth? Is it for young families? So we ask, who are you for? What makes you different as an agent? Why should I call you instead of the agency down the street? And most importantly, for any insurance agents, you want your questions to know of what do I do next? You want to tell them, do they call, they text, they click, fill out a form. And if the next step isn't obvious, they're going to leave. Because confusion kills trust and clarity builds it. Clarity is what's scalable for your agency. So let me ask you something. If your content isn't turning into quotes, if your website isn't turning into reviews, if your social posts, if they're not turning into conversations, is it really a traffic problem? Or is it a clarity problem between you and your ideal target market? Because traffic without clarity, it's just burning money. And most insurance agents I know are lighting cash on fire every single month. And it's not because they're incompetent, but it's because no one taught them how to build a marketing operating system. And that's why I built something different. It's called the Insurance Buyer Confusion Test. And it only takes about 10 minutes. And there, it shows you exactly where a prospect gets confused, where trust drops, where they stop taking action, where your messaging breaks down. And it also gives you a social trust score to see how you're at. It includes 100 content ideas built specifically for insurance agencies. So you know what to post, not generic fluff, not some great motivational quotes, but real positioning content, real authority, real trust building content. Because here's the truth. If you want to become the most trusted insurance agent in your local market, you don't need to post more. That's not going to help. But you do need to post clear. You don't need to spend more money on ads. You just need a system. You don't need to work 60 hours a week on marketing. You need a scalable marketing that works while you coach your kids' Little League game. I'm Buck, and I built a 7-figure service business and sold it. Now I teach insurance agencies how to install a simple marketing operating system. It's one that increases quotes, it improves retention, and removes you from the daily chaos with no fluff, no guru hype, just clear frameworks that work in the real world. Frameworks that I've worked on myself. And if you run an insurance agency and you feel that trust is a problem, you're tired of generic marketing. And if you're done being blamed for carrier decisions, go take the test. It's at theprofitmanual.com/test, or click the link in the description, because clarity builds trust and trust builds agencies, and agencies are what protect families. Let's fix this, and I'll see you inside.